Hello, hello, happy Monday. Let me get plugged in, make sure my phone doesn't die, and get it pulled up on the iPad, which takes forever. Turn off my fan so you don't hear that in the background. All right, let's see. I hope everyone is having a good Monday. There we are. Hello, 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 hello. Make sure you say hello. Make sure you share the video. That always helps when you do that. It's that, Facebook thing. They like it when people like us. All right, let me see if I can get these comments to come up. There we go. All right. Hello, Kathy. Happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. My allergies are kicking in quite nicely today with all this crazy warm weather. Goodness gracious. 96 degrees when I walked out the office, and I was like, so hello, hello. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Since everyone is starting to come in, give me just 2 seconds. Sorry, get my throat cleared there. Hey, Melissa. All right. We're going to start off with prizes really quick. I know, Kathy. Today has been bad. Like, I was fine until today. Like, everything was going great until today, but I'm sure it's because all that heat is back. So, we're going to jump into prizes really quick. I have 2 weeks worth of prizes to give away. So, I want to do those really quick. Linda, you won the vellum, the Lovely Layers, which is vellum. I've got your address. I'll send it to you. Brenda, you won the Simply Fabulous. So, I'll get that to you as well. And then Verna, I saw you pop on. Hello, hello. You won the Waterfall Canyon. If you have that already, let me know. But it is the bundle. If you don't have it, it's yours. If you do, I can swap it out for one of the other ones. Just let me know, okay? And I'll bring this to class with me. Because that's this Saturday. And it will probably be quicker if I hand it to you in person instead of going through the mail. Okay. Let me find a place to put all that. Y'all, I am, for those of you who don't know, I am an organizational freak. I can't stand clutter and I can't stand a mess. Well, with my 2 incentive trip classes, with my Columbia class, my Florence class, and my Christmas class, y'all, I'm so surrounded by boxes, it's not even funny. I'm like about to have a heart attack, and I have some that are like over here to my left-hand side, and it's driving me crazy. So that is actually my goal when I get out of here, get off of here, eat dinner, and then I am going to see how I can figure out how to get this place organized. But I have stuff everywhere. It's like surrounding me. Okay, so when you comment, when you share, your name goes into a hat. I just kind of scroll through comments, pick a name, and that's how I do it. The prize for this week will be the Yeti to Party, which we did 2 weeks ago. I don't know why I didn't give this away then, but I didn't. So we're going to give it away now. Next week we're probably going to do the apple bundle because that's like one of my favorites. I think we'll get to all of them, but the fresh cut flowers, I probably won't do anything with that one. I will have a class this week that will have that, so I'll post the card that we do for that one. But I will have prizes each week with some of the different bundles that are featured in that partner, perfect partner set. Okay, so comment, share, your name goes in for this one for next week. And let's see, Paper Pumpkin. I do have a couple of these. This is a Halloween one we're gonna do alternatives, I promise, but it will be after September is done, because I want to focus on those perfect partner sets. So the paper pumpkin though for this month, isn't the box really cute? It's one I'm gonna keep. It is the Halloween one, so it has the stamp set, which is a ghost. It's got some bats. It's got a spider web. It says trick or treat, enjoy this spooky treat, and it says happy Halloween. For those of you who have watched my lives in the past, just know none of our Halloween sets in the catalog have a happy Halloween. Here it is. So if you need a happy Halloween, it's in the paper pumpkin kit, and I have a couple extra, so if you want them, you just need to message me, and the kits are $25, and that ships it to you as well. So I will show you. I haven't even unwrapped it. All I did was take off the plastic. They came in today, so I literally walked in the door and they were here. So they are little treat boxes. That would be really cute. If you're not a Halloween person, you really could change these up to be something completely different. But I love that pattern. It's awesome. You got some creepy spiders, so some ghosts and all that fun stuff. So if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, the October kit is a Christmas kit, and it is a ho ho ho. In one of the pictures, there's like a little Santa. So if you're interested in that, there is a link in the description of this video that you can sign up for Paper Pumpkin under. It should be in the description. If not, you can go straight to the website, which there is a link in that description for that. Okay, next is the, I'm going to forget the name of it because they've come out with so much lately. It is the Christmas gifting kit. This is the kit that I am using for my Christmas class, which is October the 1st. This is a live class as well as a to-go class. And with to-go, you will actually join me on Zoom. And as we make the projects, I literally I hover just like I do for Facebook Live. I put you on top and I show you how to put everything together. So you're on Zoom with me as well as there are people in person. I love doing the Christmas class. It is one of my favorite classes to do. So if you're interested, then just email me and I will send you the link to register for this. This class is $35 if you are in person. It is $40 to go. With this class, you get the full kit. So you'll get the kit to make 9 tags. It'll come with its own stamp set and its own Stampin' spot. You will then get a make and take packet that will contain enough products for you to make 4 cards. So you'll make 9 tags and 4 cards, and then you'll also get a pack of Stampin' dimensionals from me. Okay, so if you want it shipped, you can definitely join in through Zoom for that. Let's see, making sure that I'm not missing comments here. Hey Dorothy, thank you for joining. Hey Dora. Oh, you're watching with Sharon? Oh, does that mean that you two are together? Trouble, trouble. So again, that's the Christmas class. If you have questions, again, just reach out to me. You can message me through Facebook, all that good stuff. So I know, Kathy, I can't wait either. I love the Christmas class. We always have a lot of fun at the Christmas class. Okay, I have 2 incentive trip classes. For those of you who have been keeping up, I am less than $1,500 away, or 1,500 points away. I think when I checked this morning, it was, I don't know, around 1,100 that I really needed to get. So I'm getting very, very close. And no matter what, I'm going to be on that ship. But I do still have spots for both of these classes. these classes are completely to go. So what that means is that I ship all of, I'm going to show you real quick, just kind of a sample. So I will create a packet that has all the cardstock that you're going to need to create these 6 cards, okay? So you'll get the card bases and all the extra little basic white, your colored cardstock, all of that. You will get a full pack of the Rings of Love DSP. You will also get a full pack of the linen thread. And then you get a full pack of the rustic metallic adhesive backed dots. Now, with that, this is what gets mailed to you, okay? If you don't have the Rings of Love bundle, you can add that on for cost. I want to say it's like $53-ish to add on the bundle. The bundle comes with the stamp set, the embossing folder, and the dies, okay? So you can add this on for cost. I pay tax and shipping, but the rest of this will come to you for the cost of $35, okay? And that includes shipping. So, if you have questions on that, please feel free to reach out to me on it. I know sometimes the to-go classes can be a little confusing, but I email to you the PDF on how to put all this together. And I also email a video. So I walk you through those cards, but you do it on your own, at your own house, on your own time. It's not a set time for you to get on Zoom or anything like that with me. Okay, so this class is $35, and that's the Rings of Love. And you do have to email me for the registration on those. And I know that one is, that one has a few more spots left. I know. That one hasn't been as popular, but there are quite a few on there. The next class is the Trees for Sale. And I'm going to show you all the stuff that you get with this one. Because this one is my favorite, and this is the one that is almost sold out, okay? All right. So in this class, you get the packet to make all these cards. So there are 6 cards. So you get all the cardstock. You have to do your own cutting and your own stamping. I can't do any of that, okay? Then you get a full pack of the adhesive sheets. You get a pack of the Essentials Baker Twine. You get a pack of the Festive Adhesive Backed Pearls. There's red up there as well, so you've got 4 colors on there. You're going to get 2 sheets of this celebration paper. You're going to get the dies. Okay, so that's a $34 value, but you get them for free as part of your class. And then you get a full pack of the 12x12 Sweetest Christmas DSP. Okay, that's a lot. That's $50. That includes shipping. Okay, then you can add on the stamp set that coordinates. If you have a stamp set that has a lot of trees in it, use that. Okay, you don't have to get this stamp set, but if you decide to get it, you get it for the $22. Again, the registration link, I have that. I can email it to you. I have to email it to you. Stampin' Up won't let me do it. If you don't need the dies, there is an option for that, and that option is $40. Okay, so you'll get everything that I talked about except for the dies and the stamp set. Okay, I have nothing I want to do with trees with stamp set. Please, how do I do it? Dorothy, I think you messaged me. Why don't we chat on the phone? Okay, and there's your email. Yeah, let me, when I get off, maybe you and I can chat. Because I think you were the one that had messaged me, and I might have messaged you back. So we'll get together. Don't worry. Okay. I think that's it. It is a lot, I know. But it's a lot because I decided no matter what, I was earning that incentive trip this year. And of course, when I say earn it, it's really y'all that have earned it for me. My team members have rocked this year. My customers have rocked this year. I'm totally blessed, and I'm super excited. So I'll share lots of pictures, of course, when I get on that boat. And there is a waiting list, apparently, for those of you who have known me for a really long time. If Ben doesn't get to go, there's a waiting list of whose name gets drawn to go with me. Okay, so let's do projects for tonight, because that was a lot. And now we need to move on. Okay, Perfect Partners is the stamp sets that Stampin' Up! Already has out in their holiday catalog and in their annual catalog. They came out with dies for the month of September to coordinate with those. So we're focusing on those Perfect Partner promotions, okay? Now, this week we're going to use the Trimming the Trees. I'm going to have to say, I, every year, love doing cards with a tree. With Christmas trees, because I don't know what it is about a Christmas tree, but I could have like 100 of them and be the happiest person in the world. My husband will not let me have that many. We have one, and that is it. So with cards, I get to put as many on them as I want. And the first card we're going to make is, of course, my Colored Trees Christmas card. Every year I do a card that is multicolored trees. Oh good, Verna, yay! Well, and we're going to be making a card on Saturday with it as well. So you'll get 4 projects that you can get inspired from. So let's dive in, because we do have quite a bit of cutting. All right. Whew, it got hot up in here. All right. They are pretty simple cards, because you know, Christmas cards should be semi-simple, because usually we make a whole bunch of them. So, nonetheless, we're going to dive into this one. I'm going to move everything out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. We're going to stamp it right here. This sentiment actually comes from the Christmas to Remember. I love this stamp set. These are also the dies that match with them. It's the seasonal label dies. A must-have. A must-have. All right. And we're going to actually use those seasonal labels too. We're going to use those quite a bit today. Okay. So we're going to stamp that there. And then that's the only stamping we have for this card. All right, we're gonna bring in our machine, and we are going to, I've already cut out our Daffodil Delight, our Coastal Cabana, and our Granny Apple Green. So now I just need to cut out our Poppy Parade and our Flirty Flamingo, and then I need to cut out our Sentiment. So I'll bring in the machine. Oh, and I need to cut out our snow. I am going to say Stampin' Up! Didn't have as many snowbanks this year as they normally do. The only one that they really have is in the gingerbread house, and it's okay. It's not necessarily the greatest in my opinion, but it works. All right, so we're going to do a large hump on this side. We're going to do that, and we'll just cut this out by itself. Sorry for the shaking. Hey, Kathy T. All right, then we're going to run it back through, and we're going to do large hump on the other side. Or tall, I guess tall hump on the other side. I hope that makes sense. Okay. And then I'm going to show you a trick with all that in a little while. All right, let's put our sentiment on here. I'm going to just rip that off. so that we can get all this on here. Okay. We are going to grab our tree dies here. We're going to stick, so the large one that is detailed, you have to use the outline as well. So we're going to put all that in there, and you can cut it all out at the same time. Okay, well, we're going to put the little one. This little detailed one is already got the entire edge cut out, so you don't need to do anything with that. Then we are going to take our seasonal label dies, and I wanted a nice white border around my sentiment, okay? So I'm going to line that up, and then I'm going to show you a trick with it once we cut it out. All right, run all that through, and it only needs one good run through. And again, sorry for the shaking. All right, we're gonna grab all these dies and put them back where they belong so we don't lose them. All right, take all of our pieces off. We will move our machine. And all right, so let's focus first on our snowbanks here. You'll notice it doesn't cut it all the way. It's not quite long enough. It's kind of why I don't like it, but we won't talk about that. You know, you don't have to like every project or product that the company pulls out, right? So we're just gonna trim it. I just wanna make sure it looks nice. So there we go. I do like the majority of their stuff. Don't you worry. Ask my husband, he'll tell you it is sitting in our house. All right. And then we're going to cut that. Okay. So here you'll see that I have like a higher hump on that side and a higher hump on the other. And we're just going to kind of mix them up and kind of figure out how we want them when we lay them out on our card front. Okay. The next thing is our sentiment. We don't need this little jut out. It makes it look wonky. So we're just going to trim that right on off. And then it makes it a perfect border right around our sentiment. Put that in the trash. All right, there's our tree. There's our other tree, and then we've got all of our trees here. Okay, we have our Poppy Parade, and then we've got this basic white piece here. Now, if you want the measurements of any of these cards, you can go over to my blog, and they are all on my blog. You just click the link in the description of the video, and it'll take you right on over. Okay, let's do this one in the back. And then we're going to do this one in the front. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. Just like that. And it's not going to matter because we're going to put a tree there to cover up the fact that it doesn't go to the end. Okay, so you're not going to see that part at all. We're going to adhere this down with just regular adhesive. All right, so we're going to stick it right about there. And I'm not going to push it down too far because we do want to get our flirty flamingo tree up there. And I did press down a little too hard. Let's go ahead and stick that flirty flamingo tree down in there. We're going to trim off that bottom. I forgot I did do that. We'll stick that right there after we put adhesive on it. It doesn't stick without adhesive. There we go. Something got up underneath there. There we go. All right, now we can adhere that down. All right, we're gonna then take our green Christmas tree, our granny green, and we're gonna stick it right about, oh, nope, I'm sorry. It's gonna go up underneath this side. All right, so it's gonna go down here like this. So we're gonna cut off that bottom part again because we don't need any of that. We'll put adhesive on the back of it. I'm pretty sure I did this card while I was half asleep. So, all right, so that one's gonna go there. There we go. All right, so it looks a little weird right now. I know. But it's all gonna come together, I promise. All right, so the next thing we wanna do is we're gonna put this along the edge of our card base. So what we wanna do is we wanna take our Coastal Cabana tree and we wanna put it somewhere right about here. So what I'm gonna do is leave that there for placement purposes. And we're gonna put it tucked up underneath there, like that. All right, we're gonna flip this piece over and we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of it because your snowbanks have to be at different dimensions. And I am gonna put quite a bit because I wanna make sure that it stays. Y'all know how I am about that. We will take off the backing of each dimensional and then we are gonna line it up, and I gotta get my head in here. We're gonna line it up with the edge and the edge. My finger is sticking to it. All right, there and down like that. Okay, there we go. Now, we are gonna put our Daffodil Delight over here, and see, once we put this here, you cannot see that area there. We're gonna put one dimensional right there, and then we're gonna put a dimensional at the top, up there, adhesive here, and then that's gonna go down there on the edge. This one here, we're gonna lay flat on the bottom. We're gonna put one dimensional at the top, and the reason we're putting a dimensional at the top of that one is the top of it is gonna hang over that, and we want our tree to be flat and level. All right, now let's take some of our checkered black and white buffalo check, or gingham, they call it gingham ribbon. We're gonna wrap it around the bottom. We're gonna tie a bow. Make it look all pretty and tight, and then cut off those tails. Okay. And then we're gonna flip this over. I'm gonna scroll that ribbon down just a little bit. We're gonna flip it over. We're gonna put adhesive on the back. This is gonna go flat onto our Poppy Parade. And you can take and wrap the ribbon around the Poppy Parade as well, which is what I did on the sample, but I didn't really like it. So I thought I'd give it a try around the white. I think I like it just around the white part. All right, our sentiment. We are gonna take some edges here on our dimensionals, and we are gonna put up here at the top, just like that. And then we're going to put one at the bottom. This one doesn't necessarily have to be, you know. We're gonna get the adhesive. We want to make sure that some of it touches the white part of your cardstock so that it actually stays on there, so that your sentiment doesn't go wobbly. All right. We'll tuck this right here. I'm gonna make sure we get it even though. Okay, flip that over, grab our card base, fold it in half, take our bone folder, give it a good crease, and then we're going to take that adhesive again and we're going to adhere it to our card front. And there we go. There is card number 1. Hello, Michelle. Hey, Linda. Michelle had the pleasure this weekend to spend the whole weekend with me at a craft fair. She got to see the nonstop side of me. And I'm surprised she's still my friend after it. But it was a good weekend. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got to know Michelle a little bit better too, which was awesome. So, all right, so there's card number 1. And then I got to see Linda too this weekend. That was awesome. All right. Card number 2. I decided to do as a traditional Christmas card colors. So we got our green, we got our red, okay? And this one is really simple. I'm going to show you how simple it is. All right, if I can pull in all the pieces here. All right, let's go ahead and take our card base and we're going to fold it over. Hey, Gamble, did I just see you come up? Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, girl, you can't scare me off. You cannot. All right, so we're going to take our card base here. We're going to take our liquid glue. We're going to put liquid glue all over the back of it. And we're going to adhere it down to the front of the cardstock piece. We're going to tap it against the table just like it's a stack of paper so that it's all even all the way around. Then I've already cut out my sentiment here, or my sentiment label. So I'm going to take some real red and we're going to ink that up. Then we're going to stamp that over here. Sending Christmas cheer. I'm going to leave that red open for just a minute. We are going to take this piece of paper right here. We are also going to take a scrap. Here it is. We're going to bring this in real quick. We're going to take Pear Pizzazz. We are going to ink up the large tree image. We're going to stamp it off first. Then we're going to stamp it right onto our cardstock. After we do that, we want to take the additional, like more detailed branch part. We're going to ink it up full strength and then stamp it right down. And that gives you some definition. Now, we are then going to take our real red We're going to ink up very gently our little tinsel here. We're going to line it up on our card, and we are very gently going to stamp it down. We're not going to press it real hard at all, because if you do, you're going to get this extra little ink here. Then we're going to tap, tap, tap. We're going to adjust it down a little bit more, and we're going to stamp it again. Beautiful. Do not ask me how many times it took me to stamp that tree, because it took a lot, because I kept stamping, I kept pressing the stamp down way too hard, way too hard. Okay, we just need to die cut out this tree. So I'm going to bring in the machine, and this is the outline. So that's the only thing we're going to cut out, because I already cut out the heart and everything else. Since you already saw me do it, I didn't think you really needed me to, I mean, since you've already seen me cut out stuff, I didn't think you really had to do it again. All right. All right, so there we go. We are going to take our card base here. We're going to pop up our sentiments, so we're going to put those dimensionals on the back. Did I mute? I don't think so. Can you not hear me? Anybody else not hear me? Because it would not surprise me if something has happened. That is always my luck. Can you hear me now, Kathy? Did I go away for a second? I can hear. Okay, so maybe, Kathy, it's on your end. Let's pray. All right, we're going to stick our sentiment right about here. Okay, good. I mean, you know, every time I've gotten onto Facebook lately, everything has changed. I have to like relearn it before I go live. So it would not surprise me. All right, so we're going to put dimensionals on the back of our tree, but the section that will touch our label, because that's already popped up, so we don't want to pop it up too much there. So we'll put dimensionals there. And then we will slide it right on over. Beautiful. We are going to put a dimensional on the back of our heart. We're going to put that at like a little angle right there. We're going to take some linen thread, tie us a cute little bow. And if you need simple Christmas cards, this is it. Cut off our tails. We're going to grab a glue dot. And then we're going to stick that right in the center. And ta-da! Look there. Card number 2. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. All right. Oh, that little heart, just so you know, came from the Give It a Whirl dies. If this is your first time watching, I am a Give It a Whirl die girl. I love them. I love the star. I love it all. So good set to have. And then the label came from that seasonal label set. It was that one right there. Again, you can get the products and everything are listed on my website, so you can get everything right off of there. I try to make it easy for you. Okay, card number 3. I always have to do one with a little bit of snow in the background. Oh, burn it. Well, you know me and my linen thread. I stock up on it over here. Stock up on it. Okay. We are, if you caught the first card, I kind of told you we didn't really have the greatest thing when it came to our little snowbanks. We don't, but we do have some dies that are good to use that give it a little bit of stitching as well. And it is our basic border dies. We are going to use our circle right here, and I'm going to cut that out because that will be the only cutting out that we have on this card, because I went ahead and cut out the tree. You've already watched me do that. I cut out one of the stars from the tree trimming set. I cut that out, and then this piece right here is that right out of there as well. So all that cuts out just like all the other stuff. I didn't figure you would need to watch me do it again. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fold this in half though. Okay, because I have a little technique that I want to show you. So I kind of want to focus on that instead of cutting out on this one. All right. We're gonna go here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a big tree. A big hill. Gonna make a big hill. And then I'm going to literally take the remaining piece and I'm going to do a little hill. You know, I don't know why I did it like that. I need it flipped over here so I make sure I do it right. All right, so a little hill. Yep. Okay. Sometimes I outthink myself. All right. So there we go. And then you've got some left over there. We'll put that back in our case there. All right. Now, here is the technique. So this is Snowflake Vellum Specialty Vellum, okay? It is see-through. You can see my table straight through it. So what do you think will happen when you put adhesive on the back of it? You will be able to see the adhesive. So we're gonna flip that over so it's on the smooth side. We are gonna take our adhesive sheets. We're gonna take off the backing of just 2 of them. We're gonna line it up just like we would if we were adhering 2 pieces of cardstock together. Okay? Smooth that out. And then we're gonna take off that last piece. So I cut this adhesive sheet. This is a 4 4¼ by 5½. So it completely covers the front of our cardstock. So I cut my vellum a little bit shorter, like a smooch shorter than the vellum itself. So now we've got that last piece off. So we're gonna smooth it out there. If you do have anything that is showing at all, then you can certainly trim that off. Now I'm gonna take and press that really hard. I'm gonna rub it in there really good. If you have one of those Chuckies, oh, which I do, I finally bought a Chucky. Let me show you what a Chucky is. It looks like a hockey puck. Not a hockey puck. What are those? The air hockey holders. So you just rub it on there. Now we're gonna peel off that back, okay? And what it's gonna do is make this vellum almost like a sticker. And when we put it on our card front, it is going to not show the adhesive. The tricky part though is lining it up on your card front. All right, there we go. I'm gonna just turn that over. By the way, this is the first time I've used my Chucky because I just got it. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna take my bone folder again though. I'm gonna give that a good crease down that side. Okay, so now you can't see that adhesive at all. And it almost gives it like a shimmery background too, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's take our small little hill right there. Let's not pull out my country. And we are gonna ink up our sentiment in Night of Navy, and then we're gonna just stamp right there. Had to pull in some Night of Navy too. I like Night of Navy for Christmas. Okay, we're gonna take this piece, and I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be longer than what we need, okay? So we're gonna do, I think that's about what I want. So we're gonna go right about there. And I'm just gonna put adhesive on the back. We're just gonna kind of line it up at the bottom there. And then we'll trim all of that off. You do need to give it a good rub, a good press, so that it adheres to that vellum. And that Chucky's getting a lot of good use, isn't it? We're gonna trim off the ends here. I'm gonna see if I can do this without pulling in my cutter. That's pretty good. I'm a lefty. Sometimes it's hard to trim off paper. That's not too shabby. All right. Next, we are gonna put this piece on, and we're gonna pop it up. So we're gonna trim right about there. So I'm just gonna mark it. We are gonna put dimensionals on. And let's do one more. We're gonna line that up right on over here on this edge and the edge of the bottom. Ta-da! Then we're gonna trim off that edge there. Okay, I think that's pretty decent. All right, so for our tree, and really this should have probably been up a little bit higher on that side, but you know what, it is okay. We can make it work, right? We're gonna pop our tree up, so we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of it. And we're just going to kind of lay it right about there. We are going to take our little gold pot here, and it's going to lay flat, okay? So we are going to take and put adhesive on the back of it, and then we're going to tuck it right up underneath the bottom of the tree, like that. We're going to get that liquid glue out again. We're going to put a dot of it right up here on the top of the tree. We're going to take our take your pick tool, and we're going to take that little star, and with our putty, we're going to pick it up, and then we're going to lay it right there. And we're going to make sure that it stays. Yay! Okay. Last but not least, we need to take our ribbon And this is gold and very vanilla, which I know this is basic whisper. Goodness gracious, I'm saying. So this is basic white, not whisper white. It's basic white. And and your ribbon is very vanilla, but y'all, you can't even tell. Like, it's got that gold on it, so it really does make it, I thought it went fine. So if you don't like it, you can use just gold ribbon, but I really liked where it wasn't all gold, because then it didn't look as whatever with the bottom part. So, okay, hold on. There was a comment, I think. Mary, this is actually the live. So you are watching the live. But, oh, you couldn't find today's live at the beginning. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes it is hard because it's Facebook. They don't like to sometimes tell you when I go live. That I've learned. But yes, the replay will also be up on YouTube tonight as well. So you can always go over to my YouTube channel too and catch it. All right, so then we'll put the bow there and ta-da, we are done. So simple, easy projects. I promise these are all simple and easy projects. Just get out that cutting machine and you can get right on to it. All right, I do too, Verna. The pots in this set are really good. And you know, it's hard when you want to like focus on a die set and a stamp set too, because there's so many different pieces. Like these ornaments would be amazing to do a tree with all the like red bows on it. Like, it would be so great. But you guys would be here all night if I did 15 projects. So, oh, hey Mom, thanks. Mary Isbell is my mother, y'all, if you see her comment on here. Although my mother has a habit of somehow clicking the mean angry face at me on the lives. I don't know if you realize that or not, Mom. It's okay, I still love you. Any like or angry face is just fine. I don't take it to heart. Not anymore. All right. So there are our 3 cards from tonight. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm out of breath now from all the crazy talking, I know. I'm going to drink me some water. If I missed your comments, I do go back and I do check them, so don't worry about that. Everybody who won a prize tonight, I have your addresses, so I'll get those prizes out to you. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. If you have questions, reach out to me. You can email me, you can message me, all of that stuff. Dorothy, you and I will get together. I'm going to run and eat dinner real quick with the husband. And then I will message you my phone number so you and I can talk about that tree class, okay? All right, you guys, have a great evening, and I will see you next week. Bye.